Oh, we in here. What up, man? We got our peoples in here. Make sure our mic on. Time to get my mic on. What up? What up? What up? Greetings, all. What's a reborg podcast here? I'm your host, reborg, in the building. 2 minutes late. Oh, for sure. Um, got the co-pilots in the house. This is a Stella Rosa Berry. They say semi-sweet, but this shit sweet for real. Like, ain't no bullshit. It's this junk sweet. It's good though. Like these joints be hitting. Oh, the deliciousness. And don't forget the water. We in the building. Okay. The main reason I'm recording today this late, I wanted to wait till week 1 was over with the NFL, and I won't off this weekend, so and instead of waiting all the way to Sunday to let y'all know about how I felt about last week's games, I'm gonna go ahead and get it over with. Tell you now that week 1 is officially over, and I will record this Sunday coming up. This one won't be about sports, but I will be recording again. Yeah, gotta fix this beard. I should have combed this. I did everything else but comb the beard. I'm trash. Yeah, the backlighting is ghetto. If you see this bar over here, I got a lamp slanted so the junk can come here. I got a ring light coming. We ain't all big time streamers like you, Carter. Yo, man, stop asking for a painting, man. There's nothing going back here, man. It's ghetto, man. There's nothing nakedness, wall, nothing. But once I get returned to a big time streamer. But nah, for real, I'm waiting on the delivery for this ring light. Walmart lights. Let me tell you one thing about me, iPod King Carter. I don't go shopping where there's a whole lot of people at. Absolutely not. It's a good look. And you know what? Matter of fact, since you said that, I'm gonna tell moms. Moms will pick that up for me. She retired. She ain't doing shit. She'll look out for me while in between time while I'm waiting on the ring light. But let's go ahead. Let's get to this shit. I'm gonna go start off with this college football first. We're gonna get that out of the way. We're gonna go ahead and dabble in that, and then afterwards I'm gonna go into the NFL section. So let's go ahead and let the cat out the bag. I know a couple of people in here who know me want to know what's up. Oh no, he talking about a canvas and all that shit. Y'all niggas going into nerd talk. Miami played they call me bougie, man, and I'm over here with a regular ass light that I got slanted. Ken, you full of shit. First things first, Miami got destroyed. The homie in here, Ashton Jordan, one of my very, very good friends, one of my best friends, asked me beforehand what I think about the game. And I told him, we're going to get washed. I knew we were. I knew we had lost too much defensively. The offense isn't as crisp. Hasn't been crisp. That Miami offense ain't been shit since Brock Berlin. And we was barely holding on then to being good. And I knew, and like I told y'all in the preview, I thought Bryce Young, even as a true freshman, was a better quarterback than Mac Jones. Lufa and Suds washed. Press everything, starch it all. Boy, we got thoroughly washed. But I knew what was up. And when Bryce Young got in there, that was one of the main reasons I think Mac Jones played so well, because he knew what was behind him. You can easily lose that spot at the drop of a hat if you don't do the right things when somebody is like that. So Miami went out there. We got thoroughly washed. I knew what was going to happen. Clemson lost to Georgia. How the hell did Clemson lose a game the same way Kansas City lost to Tampa Bay? Come on, man. If you already know that this team's front 4, 5, and 6, they are charging. Like Georgia's defense wasn't even bothering to look at anything. I'm pretty sure a swing pass would have got them. And somebody, they're coming back there so fast. Hike. and that ass whooping, all them hits that Georgia was putting on Clemson and DJ Uiagalelei, he got PTSD because the next game they played, I can't remember who they played, but he was timid as shit and he was scared as all hell back there. So Y'all got to do something, man. You can't have a team just opening the floodgates, just rushing you like that, and you not counteract to not a damn thing. It was just yucky. And I mean, good thing for Clemson. They play in the ACC, which ain't no real comp. So all they got to do is just keep the rest of the record clean. They're going to be all right for real, for real. What else happened? North Carolina fucked around and lost. Top 10 ranking. Heisman hopeful Sam Sam Howell. Everybody was excited and went out there and shat the bed against goddamn Virginia Tech. And Virginia Tech does this shit too. Games you think Tech is games that Tech isn't supposed to win is the ones they pull out. And games where they supposed to watch people, they usually take that slug. So so it was just real shocking to see how bad North Carolina played. But they lost like 4 offensive weapons, like prominent 2 receivers and 2 running backs. They lost almost about 3,000 yards altogether with them. But Tech defense did play good ball though. I can't knock them for that. And they did just enough on offense to get that win. I was just getting ready to speak on that right now. Oregon and Oregon and Ohio State game was good. It was good. You know the cool thing about with me working, and this is one thing I always make sure that I do. Wherever I'm working, I make sure I work hard and do my job, you know, the way I'm supposed to. So it gives me a little leeway. So on weekends, you know, I like to watch football. If I ain't got nothing for real to do, she'll let me post up. I got a little cut spot out on the back dock where people really can't even see me, where I could just sit down on my phone, watch the game. It's a plug outside so I can get the charger out there, and I'd be all good. I could sit out there for an hour or two and just do that, which is one thing I wanted to shout out before I get into the game. Shout out to technology, my nigga, because I'm telling you right now, just picture, just picture having to go through all these games without having the proper internet or being able to get these recaps. Because with the college football as well as with the NFL, you can watch like 20 to 30-minute recaps of games where they really show you what's up. So you can really get a good look at the game without having to see a whole one. Or they even have channels on YouTube where you can rewatch the whole damn game. So, I mean, that's a big shout out to technology in the future, man. Helping out a young brother. Because could you picture doing this shit on the radio? And I would have sat there and had to watch every game. Ew. Some of these shit. I would have been mad as hell if I would have had to sit down and watch that whole Miami game. Just yuck. Pooey. But with Oregon and Ohio State, Oregon just wanted it more. Had a better offense, even though they was changing. Both teams had to replace a good amount of talent, and Oregon didn't even have its best 2 defenders. 2 of the many good defenders with Justin Flowout and Kayvon Thibodeau. I'm sorry. And they still put it together. Noah Soul was pretty good, and they just showed the wherewithal. We got the ball last. Whoever got the ball last was going to, more than likely win. Mario Cristobal at Oregon is doing a fantastic job. They took the transition from Mike Bellotti or whoever was the last coach, and he's making it real seamless. He's recruiting the West Coast like a beast and could possibly take it even further, because I know one thing's for sure. Mario Cristobal, the coach at Oregon, is going to get offered that USC job. Mario Cristobal will also get offered that Miami job, because I don't think Manny Diaz is going to be able to withstand the whole year. And with him being a Miami alumni, I would love him to come back. Matter of fact, I wanted Cristobal before he went to Oregon, because he was an offensive line coach at Alabama a few years back. And I wanted him on the squad. What up, BJ? I really wanted him on the team because I knew he was a good offensive lineman. He came from good pedigree because he played during the time when Miami was pretty good. And I knew he could recruit his ass off because he's the one that really got the ball rolling with the offensive line. Um, the offensive line recruits at Alabama, your Cyrus Quanjos and stuff like that. He was the one that started that and got that in there, and now he's doing the same thing. You saw he's a good. He was a good offensive lineman and a good offensive lineman coach last year. This past draft, Penei Sewell, first round draft pick. So he does know what the fuck he's doing. The only thing I'm going to have to say with Miami, I want us to change them jerseys, man. I'm not gonna cap with you, man. I am not a fan of jerseys outside of Nike. I don't like the Adidas. I don't like the Under Armour. Nothing against them. Like Maryland has great Under Armour uniforms, but for the U, we need that Nike swoosh, man. And I can tell you this right now. I won't have the right amount of confidence in them as a team until they get back to that. What's up, Tease? Tease said I was hard on the U, man, but I can't help it, man. I'm sorry. That's been one of my standstill teams. Even when they're not up for like national championship consideration, they always play good ball, always play competitive ball. That was one of the reasons why a lot of teams took Miami out of the schedule, because we played everybody tough. And that got lost in the last couple of years, and I would definitely want to get that back somehow. It really won't that much. Clay Helton and USC got fired. Prince, you should be happy about that. That was bound to happen anyway. I'm gonna tell you this right now. It's easily top 5 recruiting grounds. And Prince, I looked on I went on Rivals.com, Prince, and they showed how many recruits he lost. No, not how many, but they showed 5 big recruits in California he lost, and 5 big recruits outside of California that he was supposed to get, and he didn't get it. So it was he let a lot go. I'm telling you, Prince, he did pretty good, but not as good as he could have. Because when it comes to recruiting, at this day and age, you can't keep everybody out your backyard. So it's just not going to happen. So you're going to lose some. You just want to make sure it's a special set that you want to get, that you want to make sure is a part of the team. Because you need your out of states just like you need your in states. But because you can't put a fence up per se like you used to. There's no way Miami could put a fence up around that. In the Miami-Dade area and all that other stuff, Fort Myers and all that, there's no way in hell when there's other teams winning like that. You can't keep Dabo Sweeney out. You can't keep St. Nick out. You can't keep him out. Shit, apparently you ain't going to be able to keep Mario Cristobal out either. And sometimes James Franklin from Penn State. So it's hard to keep everybody out. But you want a good majority. Like, let's just say it's a school in Miami and they got like a 5'9" running back. This is what's happening for the most part. There's a 5'9" running back. He may be about a 3 or high 3-star, low 4-star. Not really ranked, but he good. And he put up good numbers. He play on a good team. And it only takes that one school. Let me tell you, this is the case in point. Okay, Levante David that plays for the Buccaneers. Okay, he played at Miami Northwestern. This was when Miami Northwestern had the #1 team in the country with Ja'Cory Harris, Marcus Fortson, Tommy Streeter, Darius Johnson, Sean Spence. We was Brandon Washington. We was like that. Levante David wasn't as highly recruited as the rest. So his only real big-time scholarship offer was Nebraska. He went to Nebraska, balled out, and is still playing in the NFL 10 years later, still effective. So it's guys like that we need to get on the team, that we need there. That's one. 2, we got to work on position coaches. That's one real slept-on aspect of coaching that you really need. Because as a recruit or as a player, I either want to listen to you if you have results, had success, and have the knowledge. If you can give me one of those 3 things, I can really take in consideration what it is. And we don't have that. We missing. We lacking in that. But I ain't gonna make this all about us. I can spend all day telling you how I would want things at the U. Let's go ahead and get into these NFL boys. Let's go ahead and get into the adults, the grown ass men. So I'm gonna just be going game by game, telling you what I like, what I didn't like, and what I see maybe coming up. But let me preface this right now with this whole NFL section. It is week 1. It is 16 more games to be played. Okay. Now, I don't think any of you should be panicking or anything like that. Okay. Everybody chill the fuck out. Good God. It's crazy out here, huh? I'm telling you right now. My mother texts me at the most random times. I definitely didn't think that was going to go down. I'm sorry for those who had to hear that. Moms be tripping, man. Moms be tripping. But like I was saying, man, it's just week 1, man. Prince, you petty as shit for that. It's just week 1. You got 16 more games. Unfortunately, some of you won't be getting no good marks coming up. So we're gonna go by game, baby. First, we're gonna go off with Buccaneers and Cowboys. Shout out to the Cowboys. I gotta give it to you. You have one of the most annoying fan bases, and you know what makes them annoying? Not just the people in your neighborhood that you guys see, because they are one of the most popular teams in the league. I don't think it's that many places you can go in this country and then you not meet a Cowboy fan. But fuck all that. Talking about what's on the field, y'all played good ball, man. Played good ball. Now, you got to work on your kicking. You know, he missed a lot, and he fucked up the church's money. I cannot lie. And Dak looked good. I will give it to Dak. Now, I will say this. He didn't look as confident, and his arm didn't look as crisp when he went like 20 yards or more. Some of them jumps was sailing and floating on him. Like he didn't have the, total control over it. But for the most part, he did a very good job. He manipulated the defense because Zeke, see, this is what I mean by running the ball. Dallas runs the ball so much in the last 2 years that Tampa Bay had to respect it. So even though Zeke wasn't getting a whole lot of carries, all those play actions, those RPOs and all that stuff was taking the linebackers and the safeties, taking false steps up, no steps at all. So you focusing on the run, so you just have the extra second or two so you can manipulate the defense at different spots where you see people not moving. And Dak did that. Shout out to him. He did a good job. Now, don't take this the wrong way. It don't make no. Don't blame that last play. Oh, man, that was a pass interference, man. That was a pass interference, man. What difference would it have made if your boy hit them field goals? What difference would it have made if you would have took those 2 fucked up mistakes by Godwin and you would have actually did more? Y'all could have had a bigger lead than that. Godwin was giving y'all the game. Shit. He was fucking up the church's money. And y'all blocked the line so well. They pretty much gave, I cannot lie, unless Tampa Bay makes adjustments, Kansas City got the blueprint on how to beat y'all. And they got better weapons than y'all. Because Amari Cooper said he was the best receiver in the league, and somebody loaded up in our group me, and I laughed. And the homie said he was probably the best in the division, and he played like it. I got to give it to you, Amari. Kudos to you. No real drops or nothing like that. CD, you recovered after some missed time drops. You got to get those, man. Yeah, you're right, Prince. Micah did look good. And you want to know? He looked even better in the second half. You could tell that he had looked over his mistakes and adjusted properly, which is, man, I'm telling you right now, I was excited about homie. I think he got a bright future in this league. Now, one thing that Dallas does need to do is get what y'all need out of these linebackers together, because you got 4 good linebackers out there. Are you going to keep them out there? Because you can't keep switching them. That's one thing you can't do. You cannot have your linebacking core, which I still think is the heart and soul of a defense. You can't have them all confused. You can't just take out Micah Parsons and Keanu Neal, bring in Smith and Van Der Esch and like flip-flopping and all that. No, you can't do that shit. I think Keanu Neal and Michael Parsons are fast enough for you to keep on the field, even in your sub and nickel packages and all that stuff. So you can even use them as pass rushers. Yeah, now, and like I was getting ready to get to the Bucks, y'all do what y'all do, man. Brady get his wins, man. He's a GOAT. It ain't no need to argue with. I don't even, if you say that's your GOAT, you won't get no argument from me. Kudos to you. And it seems like he's taking the fucking finish line and stretching that shit as far as he could possibly go. As an ignorant individual myself, I think the conspiracy theory is he getting ready to make the GOAT conversation so far-sighted that no black quarterback will ever be able to argue this shit. But y'all did y'all thing. Y'all did good. The defense, y'all gonna have to step it up. 35 Dean. Boy, they was royally picking on that nigga. And I can understand if your coverages and all that because you don't know what's going on. You got to get used to it. You ain't played. But cornerbacks do one thing that annoys the dog shit out of me. What up, Reese? Them niggas do not be turning around to look for the ball and then be shrugging their shoulders like that when you get a pass interference. You have to look for this ball, man. It's a part of the game. My God. Now, this is a horrible example because I think Deion Sanders is the best corner of all time. Deion will run with the wide receiver, keep his hand. He didn't hook it. He just kept it out to make sure that you were still in the area, running and looking back at the ball. Good corners do that. I'm telling you right now. Look at all the good corners. They do that shit. Darius Slay at the Lions. Jalen Ramsey. Pat Pete 2-3 years ago. Richard Sherman. Tre'Davious White from the Bills. Like, you can literally Denzel Ward. Like, you can literally see what separates the good corners from the nigga that's just out there. But y'all got to do something with that secondary, man. Y'all have to. Like, it's no other way for it to go down. You're going to need that because I know he in Philly now, but he had his shutdown years were more or less in Detroit. Kind of like the Nnamdi Asomugha years. Nnamdi Asomugha was amazing as a cornerback for the Raiders. As soon as he got to Philly, that boy went to the poop shoes. But they with a good team like that, it ain't too much you got to work on. You just got to clean up shit, and you got Tom Brady, so you'll always be at a plus. And Godwin, man, make them plays, man. That game ain't even in consideration, man. If you make that deep bomb catch and you don't fumble the goddamn football, get it, tighten it the fuck up, man. Next, we got the Eagles and the Falcons. Atlanta's done. Just done. Just stinks. Oh man, all them empty ass passing yards that Matt Ryan used to get, that shit then came back and bit him in the ass. Man, he ain't do shit. And Philly played a nice, concise, balanced offense and a proper defense. And man, I couldn't even tell you. I don't know if the defense was that good or Atlanta was that bad because it ain't like they don't have any weapons. They got some decent weapons. I still don't know what the hell Cordell Patterson is still doing that running back with that 80 number. He's confusing the fuck out of me. But Atlanta, y'all, it looked like a dumpster fire. This is one thing that I want to know. Are NFL owners making that much money that they can sabotage and throw away a couple of years of just being shit? Excuse me. Are they making that much bread that you could just be like, we was in the Super Bowl a season or two ago. Let's get rid of our best defender. Fuck it. Because the Jacksonville shit confused me. I'm still lost. It was almost 6 Pro Bowlers on the defense alone. It was Ngakoue, Calais Campbell, Jack, Telvin Smith, Jalen Ramsey, Bouye. Like, the team was crazy. And they let it all go. They had a good offensive line. They had a running back. The quarterback was mediocre. And I ain't gonna lie. Him not getting better and they gave that nigga that bag was part of the reason why a lot of the team like gave up on them like that. But Atlanta stinks. There is no hope. Philly, you look good. I can't wait to see Philly play a better team, just so I can, just get a better look at them. Steelers, Bills. Josh Allen, wake up, nigga. The honeymoon is over. You didn't win the Super Bowl, my nigga. Yeah, you got that bag. You did your thing last year. It's a new season. Yeah, I need you to turn that up a little bit, okay? Turn up that pal. The Steelers defense showed a good wherewithal to keep them caged in because let's just be honest. Let's be honest. Diggs over the top, Cole Beasley over the middle. All I need is two defenders from the middle to the middle, from the middle to the sideline. One defender can take care of that cross. The other one can take that other one. Just put with Diggs, somebody underneath, somebody over the top. Now he'll risk it because Josh Allen has a hell of an arm, but it makes it questionable when you got those two, and it's got to be perfect. So that's, Steelers did a good job. I knew they were going to be good when Devin Bush got back. It's another linebacker the Raiders passed on. And T.J. Watt did his thing, showing why he's one of the best pass rushers in the league. Cameron Hayward did his thing. The offense, you're going to have to get better. Need some consistency. The line is going to have to do better. It's very weird to see an offensive line pass block better than run block, because offensive linemen say they like run blocking better because it's easier, and you ain't doing nothing but just going. But I just, you got Najee there. I would like for y'all to use him in a better way. Use that versatility. You look good. You could look better. That's definitely in there. But it's Pittsburgh, man. Pittsburgh is a model of consistency in this league. So, they're not going to win it every year. They ain't going to be ass every year. I can tell you that shit for sure. Buffalo, you need some of your other offensive players to step their fucking game up. Because if they step their game up, then guess what? The defense can't follow Cole Beasley around the whole game. You can't have a underneath and over the top on Diggs. Why? Because somebody else is on the other side going over the top. So other players, come on, guys, step your shit up, okay? You guys got a Super Bowl you're trying to win. Bengals, Vikings, yo, man, I'm trying to tell you, man. This nigga Joe Burrow might be magic, my dude. like he really came back from fucking up that knee, and he hasn't missed a beat. He's still playing good. And shout out to Jamar Chase, who was dropping passes all fucking summer. Oh, my God. Was this nigga eating microwave popcorn before every practice in a preseason game? He looked like ass. But he got out there for that prime time, at game time, and showed out, man. Showed his ass, man, like a baby fresh out the tub. Y'all know that, like babies and real little kids, as soon as you get their naked asses out the tub, they want to run instantly. But he did his thing, man. Shout out to him, man. Joe Mixon doing his. That's good to see the dude out of trouble. They kept him upright for the most part because the Vikings do have a good defense. It ain't as good as it used to be, but they did their thing, for over the course of the game. Vikings, y'all got to block better. Y'all offensive line was trash. Could not believe y'all offensive line was that bad. And oh man, what's the name? I gotta check the box score, man. Because Cincinnati got a safety that's good as shit. Like, I really like this dude. He was hooping out there. Jesse Bates the third. Yes, he was balling out there. Like, I was thoroughly impressed with him, man. Yeah, that's somebody I'm really going to keep an eye out. I'm going to keep an eye on homie, for future reference and shit like that. He played good. The Bengals, could you fuck around and make this division competitive? Because even if y'all go like 9-7, well, 9-8. If y'all go 9-8 or 8-9, somewhere around that range and stuff like that, it's an improvement. I gotta give you that. Yeah, Bates is nice. Yeah, he doing his thing. 49ers and Lions. God damn. Now Detroit stinks. Okay, they ain't been shit for real since Barry left. And it's a damn shame. And that's That's what I'm saying. NFL owners making that much money. Are they making a bag that big where they can just be like, fuck it, we'll be trash. We'll spend the next three first round draft picks on wide receivers when we don't have a quarterback. Like they got Calvin, Roy Williams, and Charlie Rogers before they got Stafford. Like that doesn't make any sense. So that I don't know what the fuck y'all gonna do. I would like to see y'all better, but I know the real man. That shit is not gonna happen, dog. This is not gonna get better. Golf will go out there and he gonna put out some good numbers because he a decent quarterback. And the game is, you know how the game is a passing league. So and they're gonna be down. So he's gonna be throwing the ball a lot. And the 49ers, man, y'all look like y'all looked all right now. I won't really worry about the comeback because it was the Lions. Now, if it was another team, it might be a cause for concern. But I'm with that old school thinking I'd kill an ant with a sledgehammer. Man, I'm not letting y'all get back in this game for shit. You hear me? Not a damn thing. You think shit, you disappointed about these 10 points? At halftime, you're going to be even more disappointed when there's only 10 at the end of the game. I don't give a fuck. Crush your competition. Scare the shit out of your next opponent. But they did look good. I got to give it to them. Even when they gave up the lead, they was coming back, but they weren't going to win. It was Detroit. But San Francisco looked good. And what's his name? Shanahan is playing a dangerous game with this Trey Lance shit. Because he said he set him for portions of the game because they were up so much. So you waiting for crunch time moments to put this nigga in there so you can prove he's better? Man, Jimmy Garoppolo dead in these streets. Yo, he dead out here, man. Shit, we'll catch you in South Beach or Houston or some shit like that. But 49ers, man, they was like that. Did Hurts prove himself? He proved he can beat a bad team. That's just one thing. Like, and that's the first step. First of all, you have to prove you could beat teams that you're supposed to beat on a consistent basis. Then you have to beat teams that are on your level on that, and then you got to beat teams that may be better than you. So that's the process that they have to go through. And he just won a game against a team he was supposed to beat, and he played good ball. So they got I don't know who they got next, but we'll discuss that shit when we get there. Next was the Cardinals and the Titans. Excuse me, Tennessee. The fuck? This was a regular season game, my nigga. Like, could y'all wake up and play ball? Godly. You can't tell me y'all that damn goofy that y'all didn't think that this team was coming for you. Because I can tell you this right now, that Chandler Jones shit was real. If you showing right now that you can't block, y'all lucky y'all in that shitty division. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. Because that right there, that's what's gonna help y'all get y'all confidence back. Playing in that shitty ass division against them Colts, them Jaguars, and them damn Texans. Neither one of them pose a threat to you right now. So you can take this ass whooping, and it may not be as bad. This is one of those situations where it's just week one. Wait till they get in the conference play. They're going to fuck somebody up. I'm telling you right now. King Henry will be back. But you got punched in the mouth and couldn't recover. And the Cardinals, have the Cardinals turned the corner on offense? Because that's what we've been waiting for. Cliff Kingsbury, can he get it done with this offense and all that? We still waiting because Tennessee does have a decent defense. I will give them that. And he showed some shit. But just like he got to get it consistent, man. Because I don't think they ain't had no business not making the play. Now that division is tough as shit now. It is tough. But there was a couple of them games that they dropped that they should have won. Get over here and lay down. If anybody heard that was me snapping my fingers because Boy is walking somewhere. He has no business walking. So why don't you just lay down and enjoy the rest of the show, you asshole. But they look great. Like Watt showed that he can take up blockers and free it up for somebody else. Chandler Jones was already a hell of a pass rusher. So that right there just added to it. They let the linebackers roam with their athletic asses with Jordan Hicks. I can't remember the name of the rookie, and Isaiah Simmons. D-Hop still can't be guarded. I want to say he had 2 touchdowns. Um, Christian Kirk showed. He showed well. You guys are sitting around here waiting on AJ Green and other people. I'm good too. And he showed up. Best division in sports. I don't know, man. I mean, I can't really shit. The AFC West all won all their games. So, but y'all did win in like what? No game was close. Y'all all whooped ass. But that's up there. I give y'all that. Now, which one of y'all gonna make it to the Super Bowl? And that's the crazy thing. The division is good, and y'all talented as shit. Somebody gonna miss these playoffs. Seahawks, Colts. What the fuck? Matter of fact, this is another crazy like thing that happened. The Colts already had considered a good offensive line, and they did a good job with Rivers last year. So Wentz was like, all right, cool. I ain't got to look up at the sky and tell you what type of clouds they got in this stadium and stuff like that. We got some offensive linemen. I ain't gonna be on my back all day. And I ain't gonna be on my back like a hoe all damn game. Wrong. He was on his back like an old hoe the whole game. It was fucking Wentz up. Pretty much going right back to where he was in Philly, except not as many injuries. So they look like shit. And since they play in that shitty division, it may not be as bad. The Seahawks look good. But one thing always happens, like towards the end of the year, they always get exposed for being a one-trick pony, and shit just don't work in their favor like it should. Like when the playoffs hit, usually they have an injury or something like that, and shit. I would like to see them have more success because I fuck with Seattle. Like Russell Wilson, they got some good guys. Pete Carroll's ego is out of control, but he's still a good coach. Because they got to hurry up and win. Because it doesn't look like they really want to invest in Russell like that. Not to put the proper shit around him. So if you're going to do it, you better hurry up and make it happen now. Chargers, Washington football team. I hate that shit. If you sorry motherfuckers don't hurry up and pick a logo and a new nickname, stop being lazy and get this shit together, man. Put up a poll, put together 5 answers. Put together 5 shits for the poll and let people vote on, and people in the DC area vote on what the hell they want. My God, it shouldn't take this long for y'all to do something. But y'all fucking lost. The Chargers, shout out to Justin Herbert. It's not just the stats. He was cool, calm, and collected, even dealing with a good pass rush from Washington. I liked it. I did. You showed some real moxie out there, man. You look good out there. Now y'all need a running game, bad as a bitch. Tease, can you let me get to the game? I'm going game by game as they were played. So y'all gonna be towards the the latter parts. I got you, man. But the Chargers, I like the way Herbert looked. You're gonna have to have that type of heart and skill playing against that Broncos defense. I'll get to them niggas later. In them shootouts, you're gonna probably have to have with Kansas City, and maybe us too, because Vegas we got an offense. So, but you show something. Washington, come on, man, y'all got to do something. Heineke is okay, but he not gonna win y'all. He just not. I can tell you that right now. Game manager at best. He's not going to be the one to help you get that win. He'll keep you from fucking up the win. But if you need a comeback or you need to take, that ain't his thing. And the offense has got to do something. One of the main reasons that this team, the defense was giving up all them third down conversions, they was tired. On the field all goddamn day. Y'all have to find some way to move the ball consistently and kill clock and keep hot ass quarterbacks off the goddamn field. No offense to Heineke. I don't even think he could do it. It's some good quarterbacks who will have some tough money out there because ESPN, they do be having some trash ass moments. They ask GMs would they rather take Herbert or Chase Young with Washington's pick from 2 years ago. Are you fucking serious, man? Cut the dumb shit out, please. Of course, all of them said Herbert But if you put Herbert on this team with this subpar ass offensive line, one and a half real weapons on offense, they got McLaurin and Logan Thomas. Logan Thomas just got his shit together because he just, realized he was going to be playing tight end. He had to learn the position and all that stuff because he came up as a quarterback. But you got him and McLaurin. That's it. Do you know he has Keenan Allen, one of the best wide receivers in the league? Mike Williams, one of the best deep threats in the league. Last year, he had Hunter Henry, safety valve tight end. And he had Austin Eckler, a versatile back out the backfield. He don't have that shit at Washington. Cut the bullshit. Ron Rivera, you got to do something. That Kyle Allen shit is trash. And no offense to Heineke, he's your career backup. And the fact that y'all went and got Fitzmagic shows, I have absolutely no confidence in them niggas. I'm going to move on. In the revenge game, Sam Darnold told the Jets, I may not be good enough to be your quarterback, but I'm good enough to beat you. You know what's crazy about this game? Not just that Sam Darnold got his revenge. People refuse to say anything about Zach Wilson. And he didn't play bad. He was a rookie out there. That's just what it is. But it seems like a lot of people are afraid to say that he was a rookie and he didn't play as good as he should have and stuff like that. They act like they're scared to critique him because Tony Romo met the guy and came out and said he'll probably be one of the best quarterbacks in the league in a few years. They're playing for the Jets. And if the Washington football team ain't got no weapons, it's worse at the Jets. Trust me. And he ain't gonna be able to do that shit there. So, and they didn't block. They was giving up. They was giving it up. They was giving up them blocks. And he was out there getting hit. He caught an awakening. Good luck to you, Flair. Good luck to you. Good luck to you, Zach. And as far as the Panthers, who knows, man? They're gonna ride Christian McCaffrey till them legs fall the fuck off. Right until the wheels fall off. These are the legs. He can only carry these niggas but so far, man. He only like 6 foot. 225, man. He can't carry a whole football team, man. He might be a strong individual, man, but he got to get some help. Because I can tell you this right now, they'll probably stink this year, and they're going to use that pick on Kayvon Thibodeau instead of helping that goddamn offense. Texas beat the shit out of the Jaguars. Tyrod looked good. Tyrod looked just as good as he did when he was with Buffalo. I'm telling you this right now. He got railroaded in Cleveland. They never wanted to give him a chance. It was getting ready to be a black coach and a black quarterback doing their thing to help Cleveland, and they sabotaged everything. They sabotaged the quarterback. They sabotaged the coach. The Chargers tried to kill Tyrod so they could put Herbert in. Why would you have to do all that? You already drafted him in the first round. Just play Herbert. You didn't want no quarterback competition because Tyrod don't be fucking up. He not going to get these turnovers. So he going to automatically have one up on the rookie because the rookie's out there trying to prove himself. And he will possibly more than likely fuck up trying to prove himself. So you tried to kill him so it wouldn't have been no damn competition. Sad as shit. And I don't know, man. That was just crazy. I knew the Jaguars were going to lose because I'm going to put a stamp on it. I have absolutely no faith in this nigga Urban Meyer. That they didn't even look like a football team that was ready for a scrimmage. Damn a regular season game. They weren't ready for shit. They weren't blocking for real. They weren't trying to run for real. They couldn't get their offense together. It was the whole thing was just like, and I wish I could feel for Trevor Lawrence, but I can't because he ain't a black quarterback. Call me whatever you want. But till my black quarterbacks get the respect that they deserve rightfully, then I'll show a little don't cry for me, Argentina. But he tried. I tell you this right now. But it ain't that. I mean, this was bad. But shit, Cam had a rough one. Peyton had a rough one. Like it'd be some rough ones out here, man, for a rookie, especially when the team ain't where you needed to be. Now, if Trevor Lawrence was playing with that team that made it to the conference championship 3 years ago, and it may happen again, but I can tell you this right now. I'm no fucking Urban Meyer. I'm going to just move on. Next one, Browns, Chiefs. Remember when I said earlier, you got to learn how to beat the teams that's better than you? And sometimes you gotta, and another one I don't want like to mention because I don't like it for it to happen. You can't beat yourselves, man. You can't. All the key pieces fucked up. Chubb fumbled. That fucked up a piece of it. Dave didn't block as well. Baker got put in like a 3rd and 18. He couldn't complete the comeback route. Like the ball fell short and everything. It was just, you could slowly see the decline. Like you could slowly see the building crumbling. And like it just, you have to. This is one of these teams, you have your foot on their neck. Do not let off. Now, I'm not telling you to go out there and throw a 60-yard bomb, but I am telling you, when they score them touchdowns, you run the ball and you take your fucking time. Because that fumble, you cannot give these hot-ass quarterbacks, boy, after a touchdown, their fingers is fucking itching. Him and Brady and shit like that. That Russell Wilson shit, the Kyler Murray, man, that Dak, boy, you cannot send their ass back out on the field without scoring a touchdown because they coming for you. I'm telling you right now, you cannot give Kansas City a chance because he gonna take it, man. Kermit, the quarterback, is fucking amazing. I was telling the homie Prince the other day, I never thought I'd see it. A Dan Marino that could run? This is fucking crazy. Now, he ain't gonna catch Tom Brady. It's gonna take a lot. He is already on a good path, though. 2 Super Bowl appearances already in what, 2 years? Because he only started like 1 game as a rookie. But Kermit, the quarterback, man, hey. Now, mind you, they didn't even have a Honey Badger or Frank Clark out there. And Chris Jones still had 2 sacks. So, this tough money. In Cleveland, you got to get them wins, man. You have to. Because the next time y'all play them, they're going to think y'all going to be timid. So you stand out there, you stand up there like nigga like the school bully. He may have whooped your ass the other day, but you let him know every time you fight me, it's going to be a fight. I'm telling you right now, you may win it, but you're going to come out of this bitch with a bloody nose, a busted lip or something. We going to brawl to the point where I'm going to earn your respect and we not even going to have to do this no more. Like Stacy in the Wood. Like he whooped his ass, but he respected that. He, got a hit off on him. And he said no. He told his homeboys, no, this is my fight. Even though them niggas talked him into touching their ass. Like, even though them niggas talked you into doing that fuck shit when you touched their ass, you stood there and you fought like a man. And he had to respect it. And that's what y'all going to have to do, Cleveland. You got to stand up to these bullies and fight these niggas. If not, they're going to beat y'all ass. And it's good that y'all made the playoffs, but you just don't want to make the playoffs. You want them rings. And I would like to see you get those rings. Dolphins, Patriots, I'm telling you right now, the Dolphins, Tua's dead. He's dead. The line don't block. They don't call no plays for real. They not trying to use no weapons. They don't run the ball consistently. They not doing a damn thing to help this dude become a better quarterback. And if you watch the game, you saw it. Luckily, they have a great fucking defense, and Flores is a good defensive coordinator, so that's the only thing that's going to be keeping them in the games because Tua, they ain't going to. And I'll say, poor Tua, because he don't stand a chance. They not doing shit to help that team get better. Not a damn thing. So they not doing a damn thing to make that team better, especially on the offensive side. The Patriots, y'all got to get some weapons. Once y'all get some weapons to help Mac Jones, because Mac did look all right. He looked confident. He looked poised. He looked like he was, he looked a little comfortable out there. Now, he ain't going to give you them 85-yard drives for that win at the end of the game, but he looks, at his rookie year, he looks very serviceable. Y'all should have kept Cam and gave yourselves a chance, but let's be honest, B. Y'all ain't got no weapons like that. Let's be real, bro. Damian Harris is a good running back. And I knew once he got a chance to get them runs, he was going to do his thing. But as far as tossing that pill, y'all ain't got no wideouts out there, bro. Ain't even no need for Cam to be out there for that, man. Ain't no need. Next, in the what the fuck game of the week, Packers Saints. Man, the Saints won't even playing in New Orleans. They were playing in Jacksonville down in the Duval. And they went out there and thoroughly beat the shit out of the Packers. Somebody's, man, I'm telling you right now, I think A-Rod is out here throwing these games so he can get traded. He clearly looked like he didn't give a fuck. But let's give credit where credit is due. Jameis Winston didn't make no mistakes. Now, one, he was out there hooping, taking what the defense gives him. I respect it because in Tampa Bay, Bruce Arians, he don't have no time for no young quarterbacks. He don't really want to teach you the game. All he really want to do is for you to carry on what you already. And that's one thing that's what I found. What I find very interesting. It's a lot of coaches and front office position people that make it off the backs of players that are great. Do you know how many people got a job because Peyton Manning? People make it seem like Bruce Arians is such an offensive genius. He had Peyton Manning, my nigga. With Reggie Wayne, he had three Hall of Famers. He had Reggie Wayne, he had Marvin Harrison, and Adrian James. And if he would have played longer, Dallas Clark would have made it. Like, come on, man. Like, that is a great offense. You don't have to do a lot, okay? Just like now, if people probably say he's an offensive genius. Nigga, you have everybody. You got Gronk, O.J. Howard. He don't even play, and he's still, Godwin, Mike Evans, Antonio Brown, Rojo, Giovanni Bernard, and Fournette. 8 motherfucking weapons. Come on, man. You're not a genius. You're coaching a great fucking talented team. But shout out to the dude, Sean Payton. I figured he was going to be all right with Jameis. Why don't y'all trade Taysom Hill? Because y'all really are out here paying him for nothing. He just really just out there. Which I'm just going to keep him on special teams. You can get any hungry Negro out there, put him on the kickoff team and say, go make that tackle. And you're going to find some results. But, man, y'all, I hope that shit is over. I don't want to hear his name no more. And I know we're going to hear it for the rest of the year. Especially if famous Jameis throw a pick. But we don't give a fuck. Taysom Hill ain't gonna play, man. He got beat up by a real quarterback. Let's not act surprised about this. In Green Bay, I don't know what the fuck y'all gonna do. I mean, Jameis did throw one biscuit, but it got called back because he got hit late. But I don't know who, because it may have been coaching, it may have been A-Rod. Dennis Allen has proven himself to be a great defensive coordinator. Yet another piece of Raider mistakes. But I want to see what's going on in the next week because this one was kind of really confusing. Broncos, Giants. Hey, New York, Daniel Jones. Is it over yet? Come on, guys. Is it over yet? Can we please stop now, okay? Just because you drafted him in the top 10 don't mean you should have gave him all these chances and all this hope. Cam Newton can get back there and get fucked up. Cam can go back there and get fucked up. Y'all, he has to do something. And the one time they had a chance, I want to say it was like 10-20, and he had a chance. Daniel Jones took his ass out there, ran and fumbled. Von Miller's back. Not just on the field. He's back making a difference. That's a swarming ass defense. Like, Denver looks good. Teddy Two Gloves. We love Teddy Two Gloves around here, man. Northwestern stand up. Ken the Visionary, you know about Teddy Two Gloves, my nigga. So, wait, is Ken, you still in here, Ken? Teddy Two Gloves. Teddy Two Gloves is what I call Manager Plus. Like Game Manager Plus. He ain't going to throw you out the game. But he does have the ability to help you, maintain the lead. Or he can go out there and get a lead. He looked good. Now, man, I hope it ain't a bad one for Jerry Jeudy, because that right there that made that offense even scarier with Jerry Jeudy out there. Melvin Gordon getting his swag back and all that, man. Shit. As a Raider fan in that division, I am definitely more scared of Denver than I am the Chargers. Yeah, you can put a stamp on that one. They looked like they was firing on both sides of the field. The Giants, don't sign Saquon to no long-term deals, man. Let him go to free agency or something so he can have a chance to be something on a real team. Because it ain't in New York. Bears, Rams, boy. Matt Swagger. Matt Swagger Stafford, yo. Man, came out there firing iron. I'm going to tell you this right now. I already was like, hey, he's a better quarterback than Goff. So I will see some improvements. And you know what I did see? Did y'all see how hyped the defense was on that first touchdown that he threw? Did you see how hyped Jalen Ramsey and them was? I mean, you got both sides of the ball working together, which is scary. Prince, I mean, that is one of your favorite players. So, of course, you would want him there. Y'all ain't giving up the assets to get him. But any running back y'all put back there, because y'all pops, that Shanahan stole that stretch run from Kubiak. And, you saw how good it was with Denver in the late 80s, the late 90s and early 2000s. It was putting anybody back there. It was after Terrell Davis, Clinton Portis, Tatum Bell, Mike Anderson. They was just getting to 15. They was getting 1,200 yards a pop on every running back. Because, that fucking stretch run shit, if you run it right, shit, it can go down. All you need is the right running back who know how to do them cuts. But I don't know what the hell gonna happen. But the Rams, they got a camaraderie right now. That's crazy. Stafford was out there firing iron. He won't make no mistakes. Aaron Donald had a sack in one of his quiet games. He was still causing the disruption. Somebody else ended up getting 2 sacks because he was doing this thing. With the Bears, y'all need some coaching. Y'all gotta, I tell you that right now, the coaching, wipe all that away. Because I just do not like some of the decisions the coaches were making. Like having Eddie Jackson, instead of him being in the middle, when Eddie Jackson made the Pro Bowl, he was the back anchor. He was covering both sides of the field as the center fielder. They had him covering the other day and bringing him up on the line and all that other silly shit. Put him back there and keep him over the top. That's part of the reason that the Rams was throwing the ball over top of him because he was out there fucking up the church's money, moving him around to places he didn't need to be. Oh, he's been working at the Bears for a while. Oh, yeah. He worked under somebody that was good, and he done benefited from it. Ew. I'm going to tell you right now, you're overcomplicating things with a defense that's good as shit, and you really shouldn't. You really shouldn't. Let Roquan Smith man the middle, run sideline to sideline because he got the speed and athleticism to do so. Let Hicks fuck up the middle of people's offensive line, and it'll cave in and leave your ends on one-on-one situations. Put Eddie Jackson in center field so he can stop anything that's going over the top. Because if you got him back there, a quarterback will be hesitant. Get it together. No, offense, Nagy ain't the answer. He not. I can tell you he won't the answer when y'all grab Trubisky. I can tell you that right now. Montgomery looked good, but the fucked up part is this is one thing that'd be trash. Teams be trying to decide to run with you. Should have did that earlier. The first thing I want to do after a team completes a 60-yard bomb on me is slow this game down to almost a screeching halt. Like I don't need. The last thing I need is your hot hand ass out here back on this field fucking me up. Nope. You're gonna take your time and you're gonna get comfortable, pal. Grab a beverage. We're gonna be on for a while. We're going on a drive. You know you got a running back for it. You have running backs for it. So please stop overthinking this shit. Make it easy on yourself. In our last game, them goddamn Raiders, man, I'm telling you right now, for football to be back and for it to be the first game in the Raiders' new stadium, what is it, Alliance or something like that in Vegas, they sure did pick a wild-ass game to put together on this one, man. This shit was crazy. Like, this shit was so crazy. I wasn't on the edge of my seat. I was literally just waiting to see when something else crazy was gonna happen. I can tell you this right now. Whoever the offensive coordinator is for the Ravens, you fucking trash. I just want to let you know that. The GM, yeah, you trash too. You ain't doing what the fuck you supposed to do. Oh, Allegiant. All right. You're not doing what the fuck you supposed to do either. This is another one of them cases where these niggas is not getting set up with the proper personnel. First of all, Mark Andrews is not a number one tight end. In his 3 seasons, he's never had 1,000 yards. No. No, Joe Kubiak was the offensive coordinator during Mike Shanahan's years. He's Kubiak's the architect for the stretch run. He created that offense for Shanahan, that run game, and that took him pretty far in the league because they knew they was going to need that because they couldn't go on the he couldn't go off the pass the whole time because they had been trying to ride Elway for years and they got him to the Super Bowl, but they were losing. But if you got a whole nother monster you got to deal with, let me tell you how good this shit was. Mark Schlereth, you seen him on ESPN. That's how good he was. An offensive lineman. When you know an offensive lineman on the team, they was like that. But back to this crazy ass game, the Ravens, they don't stand a chance. I'll tell you this right now. Mark Andrews is not the answer for a safety valve. No, because he can catch, but he can't move like that. That's what makes the Kittles and the Kelseys and the Wallers that much more dangerous. They can move. And Gronks. For big motherfuckers like that, they can move. Andrews can't move. Andrews is the most 1991 tight end I've seen. I can tell you right now, if it's 3rd and 3 and he catch a 5-yard out, that'll happen. But when it's 3rd and 7 and he got to make that 10-yard curl, that ain't going to happen. They have a lot of deep threats with Hollywood Brown and Sammy Watkins. Y'all don't have that safety valve. You're Cole Beasley's. You're Cooper Kupps. Sorry, it's got to be white dudes, but that individual that goes across the middle and can turn a 3-yard catch into a 7 to 8 yard game. 2nd and 2 is a beautiful thing. So, but they're not trying. They really not. They're trying to get him to sit back there in the pocket. And that was one thing that was crazy. The Raiders defense is ass. But one thing that is good, we got Ngakoue. How sorry are we as a defense that we brought in Ngakoue as a free agent or a trade or whatever the fuck it is? And he a captain already. Like, nigga, what? There's definitely been players here before you. But I knew Crosby was going to be able to do his thing against Alejandro because he wasn't that good at Pittsburgh. And he was. And he was doing such a good job. When they moved him on the other side against Stanley, he was still causing havoc. And then they put Nassib over there on the other end on Alejandro. And he was chewing this lunch. So the second half is when shit really clicked up, when we actually did make an adjustment. But I ain't got no hope for Baltimore. Too many injuries, incompetent offensive play calling. You know your line don't block like that. Why is you calling these long-ass routes? You got to get consistent on offense to help your defense. You know you lost Marcus Peters. You can't have Marlon Humphrey all over the place like you did last time. You got to stay on one person and get his peanut punch on with that one individual. But he can't do it like that no more. No, y'all can't. Y'all left the homie on stuck. For all of y'all who watched 3 Strikes, y'all left the homie on stuck. But credit to the Raiders. The Raiders got a good offense. Derek Carr might be one of the most, like, he's been playing a while, but sometimes he makes throws that I don't get. No, it's not that he doesn't throw to the right person. It's the fact that he doesn't know whether to throw with touch or with fire, like, or with heat. And it's just confusing, man. He had a couple of plays where he just was just firing the ball so hard, and that wasn't the time to do it. And then next place, he was lost in it and putting air on it. And I was like, man, I don't know what the hell going on. We didn't try to run the ball, but they already knew what was over there. Calais Campbell won't having that shit. We got to have some other goddamn weapons. We do. It's the same offensive. Kubiak was the offensive. Oh. The offensive coordinator for Cap was the dude that was that's at Baltimore now. Man, I'm trying to pose with them. Yeah, man, them touch passes was not it. You should be using some of them touch passes for shit over the top. And in his defense, Henry Ruggs don't know how to run these routes yet. It's different when you got people your same speed and they actually know what the hell they're doing in coverage. Because this is not, you're not playing Kentucky, my nigga. This is this is fucking Baltimore. This is a real defense over here. We definitely was throwing the ball to Waller too goddamn much. Like, god damn, we get it, man. He's a good tight end. Top 5 in the league. But Jesus Christ, can we get somebody else involved? We have to get other people involved so it don't be a one-trick pony and we fuck it up like we did last year because we were 6-4 at the 10-game mark. We were 1-5 those last couple of games. So so the defense did what they tried. I was a big Crosby fan. Yeah, they definitely should be giving the routes for Ruggs that they give to Hunter Renfro. But because of players like Cole Beasley and Cooper Kupp, they think all of them can do it. And he ain't looking like neither one of them for us at all in any time that he been there. The only reason he there is because he white and he went to Clemson. And that's all we seen to draft. Players that went to Clemson, Alabama, and shit like and all that other shit. Alex Leatherwood. Like, I wasn't pissed. I wasn't surprised at all that we got down to the 1 yard line and we tried to do a hard count on the 1 yard line. We jumped off sides, and then the next play, Willie Snead pass dropping ass, let a pass go through his hands, and we threw a pick. Wasn't surprised at all because I watched us last year fuck up the church's money on many occasions, and it is very possible. Next week we got Pittsburgh. They know exactly what they want to do. You're not going to get any confusion from that offense. That's excuse me. That's number one. They haven't dealt with as many. They haven't dealt with as many injuries as Baltimore have. And you saw they gave Buffalo only scored 13 points, and Buffalo has a better offense than us. Step your game up, guys, because these motherfuckers is coming. I ain't no lie about that one. Damn, they gonna put T.J. Watt up against Leatherwood. Oh, there's some penalties I can let slide, but offside, a false start on the 1 yard line when we trying to punch this shit in for a win is damn near inexcusable. And the fact that we don't have any continuity or consistency, and Gruden is not even putting it in them that this is something that you shouldn't be fucking doing. They don't look like they want to run through the wall for Gruden. The team just look like they tolerate this old ass nigga. I'll be honest with you. The fans do too. Because this nigga here, man, they just be doing shit. Mayock's fucking trash. Mark Davis tried to look like his pops with the all-white suit. That was trash. I'm glad we got the win. It was good to see Charles Woodson. It's good to see Charles Woodson still got love for us because we did just let that nigga walk the Green Bay. It was good to see the fans out there whoever the fan was that dressed their son up as Chucky. Number one, you a fucking genius, and number two, you're an asshole because he got to live the rest of his life. He gonna be a grown ass man, and people keep bringing up that damn Chucky shit. Or you look like John Gruden. But I want some more continuity, man. I need some more consistency, man, for me to actually get into it. Because let's be honest, guys, the Raiders have not been good for real, since what, 01. We had a chance maybe 3 or 4 years back when we did make the playoffs, but Derek Carr got hurt and that fucked that playoff chance up. And then we got rid of, that shit. But that's what, 1 year since 01. So I already know what the deal is. This is not that I'm not being a curmudgeon. Yeah, I mean, he did have some decent numbers, man. But just think about this, Joe. If Ruggs gets those passes, it's not just 6 catches for 70 yards. It's probably 8 catches for a buck 20 and maybe a touchdown. Boy, sit your happy ass down. But like I was saying, man, like it's not that I'm being cantankerous about my team. I watch a lot of football, so I know when moves are being made that is conducive to winning. Signing 4 free agent linebackers is not conducive to winning. We got castaways. We got KJ Wright. Now, he did make a good play, but there's a reason Seattle let him go. That old gray man just ain't what he used to be. Denzel Perryman, if the Panthers were willing to trade you before the preseason ended, no. Corey Littlejohn and Nick Kowalski from St. Louis. Well, what they saying? It doesn't matter. From the Rams. No, that's just not it. It's not it. Now that front four, I got high hopes for that front four. I like that front four because it's versatile. They play with a lot of energy, and they can make some things happen. The linebackers, that ain't it. The corners, that ain't it. Y'all lucky we play Baltimore, and they don't know what the fuck they doing with their wide receivers. Haven't since Lamar got there for real. But I'm hoping, in the next couple of years, some moves. When the team makes moves, now I'm not gonna get overly excited and no shit like that. But if you make a move that I like, I ain't got no problem with it. If you do, that year we drafted Josh Jacobs and Jonathan Abrams, I won't mad at that. I like those picks for real. I like them. Now that Cleveland Farrell pick, yeah, I threw up in my mouth. That was trash. There's so many other people that we could have got. Yo, Ken, you here, man? Damn, what was I? Ken, you from Miami? You didn't go to Northwestern, did you? Damn, I wish this shit was like sped up so I could actually like talk to. Oh man, because that's one thing. And Ken, what do you know about? I know you said Brownsville is still bad, but do you know anything about 22nd Street and 49th Avenue? Because that's where my pops grew up. Oh, okay. You stay next to the school. Yeah, my pops grew up on 22nd and 49th. And for some reason, because he was on the other side of the street, he got bused and he had to go to Miami Springs High School. He was supposed to go to Jackson. I ain't even gonna lie. Miami Jackson High School sound like the blackest high school in the country. I ain't even gonna lie. What the hell you go to school at, Ken? Central? But that's the joint in the nutshell. On Sunday, I'm going to be recording around 11:30, between 11 and 12, because I want to be done before the game starts, because I want to watch these games. And yep, it is. I told you, because I want to get this. I'm off this weekend. I ain't been off on a weekend in 2 weeks because the boss lady she filled out the schedule wrong as shit. And last week I had to work the weekend. So I'm off this weekend. I'm going to enjoy the shit out of it. I don't think Miami's playing, so I ain't got to worry about that. And if Pittsburgh beat us, I ain't worried about that because I'll take 1-1 over 0-2. My uncle, I'm going to have to talk to him. My uncle Darby, he's my dad's best friend, but I consider him like an uncle. That should be exciting. But I'm going to be back next week. I don't know, man. Maybe do some more music. It's a lot of shit that we could talk about because there's always a lot of shit going on. So I appreciate y'all coming by. Appreciate the likes. Appreciate everybody watching. Make sure, man, you do not have to just catch the live stream to be here. You can watch this shit later. You know what I'm saying? Like, I saved the video so you can go back and watch it. Leave something in the comment section or hit me up. If there's anything that y'all would like me to discuss, I have no problem discussing it. I hope it's something that I can thoroughly, explain and give you a nice, thorough answer towards it. If not, I will do the research on it to make sure I can give you what you need when you're looking for that topic or anything like that. Because, I want to make sure that you guys hear what you want to hear. you know, getting what you're asked for out of the show. Because I could fuck around and blow up, and shit may not be as easy. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I will go Hollywood on you niggas. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I will definitely. I ain't gonna act like I don't know you, but I'm gonna definitely act like I don't see them DMs. I'm just letting you know the shit right now. But use the comment section, hit those likes. Shout out to Carter for telling y'all that, man. Really appreciate that. You stopping by. Appreciate everybody for stopping by, man. Like I said, man, I don't need that much filling, man. An hour and 15 minutes, man. My goodness, and I could still go on because I have a lot of opinions about this football shit. I ain't even getting to the high school game I watched. I meant to do that shit, and I fucked up the church's money. I may give it to y'all on Sunday, but we'll be back on Sunday. I hope that y'all come back, enjoy the show. You get 2 this week, man. Shit is fucking lit, man. Y'all enjoy yourselves, man, and appreciate it as always, man. Thank you and good night.